So if you happen to encounter a rattle coming from the passenger side, sounds like the back seat or trunk area when you're driving. I heard this when my RPMs were somewhere around 1500, 3500 RPM. I think it just hits a resonant frequency, but I thought it was an exhaust heat shield at first. It still may be a little bit of that, but I found it in one of the forums that somebody was mentioning they heard a similar noise, and it was this plastic assembly back here, this little box to get some kind of lighting module. It's barely attached to this. No, it's attached, but this is a really flimsy piece of metal, and I've actually quieted it up quite a bit. Let's see if I can get a little bit of noise out of it. You hear a little bit, but what I did is there's a hole already right here in this piece of sheet metal. I did one of the pop zip ties, and I tied this cable down to this point because this thing, this little plastic, you can hear a little bit of noise coming out of it. It's a pretty solid tap. With just a light rattle, even through the liner, you get it to vibrate pretty good. It's a little better now. And what I'm going to do, I zip tie tight. I grab some, almost lost it. We just grab some Velcro, and I'm going to go ahead and stick it on the underside of this plastic panel. Actually, I may stick it, it's coming more from this box. So I may stick it under here somewhere, try to figure out where that noise is coming from. Try to mitigate a little more of that with something that'll absorb it. And some people have also taken this module off and put foam behind it, but I don't think that's really where the noise is coming from. For me, it seems to be coming from right here. It was real bad without the zip tie. This thing was vibrating like crazy, so we'll try a little bit of foam padding. Maybe from right here. No. It's definitely not as much. Something on the back side around here. It's definitely that guy right there is doing it. So I'll try to see if we can quiet this up a little bit more, because it's kind of an annoying noise. Take it for a drive again tomorrow, and hopefully we got rid of it. So just for reference sake, I cut the zip tie off because I'm going to run the foam under here, because I believe that's where all the noise is coming from. But here's the rattle. You can hear it pretty good. There it is. I think that's the noise I was hearing from the inside. And I'm not really rapping on it. I'm doing with my knuckles on a sharp piece of metal and not cutting myself, so it's pretty... I definitely think it's coming from this plastic panel right here. So you may not even need the zip tie. What I did, I ran a piece along this edge. You can kind of see the tail of it right there. And I ran a piece up under right through here. And I think right through here is where the main contact point is. But now I've got this little, basically just a little protector, completely isolated from that sheet metal. You hear, it's much quieter. I think I'm still gonna use that zip tie to tie it down just so it's nice, and we got a perfect little spot right here. Tie it down so it's nice and secure. But yeah, if you got kind of a funny rattle you're hearing, that may be it. I mean, that's a really thin piece of sheet metal that they're using in there. You can see yet again, I showed in my video, if you need to know how to get this liner out, I have a video for doing the fourth brake light. But we got another sticker coming off. I don't know if those are just meant to be flopping around or what, but yeah, I got another one coming off, so. So hopefully that's it. Hopefully that'll take care of that noise, and yeah, it'd be nice to have one less noise in the car. So there's the finished deal with the zip tie. I even added yet another piece of Velcro, put it up in here. Just tapping it, hurt a little bit more. I haven't gotten rid of all of it, but it's definitely better. Hard to get my arm in there without having a video on my arm. I'm hoping that that won't be so bad. So yeah, I'll report back, see if this takes care of it. But that's definitely a noisy little piece in there. So final note on this. I'm getting ready to try to get rid of this rattle. I put the trunk liner back in and give it some rattles in here. I was able to hear it still a little bit. So I went ahead, and I'm sorry I didn't get it on video, but I took that controller module off. It's just two 8mm bolts, and it slides out. And I put a couple strips of Velcro on the back of it, and that seemed to help get rid of all of it. So hopefully that'll do it. We'll see. When I took that module off, that little strut panel, it resonates pretty good. So I think the best solution is really to Dynamat one side of it, and I think that would get rid of everything. But unfortunately I don't have any Dynamat handy, and our head is taken apart. So went with what I had. We'll see if that takes care of it or not.